So I'm going to be taking a look today at how to run a steam locomotive in Train Simulator Classic. Let me just do a couple of things and make sure that I'm properly streaming here. Give me about 15 seconds to get my headphones on. And it looks like I'm live on Twitch. And it looks like yep. And then how about YouTube? Looks like I'm live on YouTube. Couple of things and make sure that I'm properly. Cool. Okay. Let me mute the tab. All right. Let me just do one or two more quick things, and we will jump into a little bit of history here, and then we'll get into playing the game. Let me just see something here. Why am I not seeing my stream properly here? Okay. Here. Huh? Sorry. Here. I'm just not seeing one piece of info. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, somebody's watching. Great. Well, I'm going to do a little history lesson here. I just started up, and I will be getting into the game in about 3 minutes, I would say, maybe 2 minutes. But I want to talk about the 119. That's the locomotive that we're going to actually drive today in Train Simulator Classic. And this is kind of an interesting story. I didn't know this story. I just want to summarize it real quick. But they call it an accidental place in history. The Jupiter was an accident. As far as coming, Leland Stanford's train coming from the west on the Central Pacific, but also where's the story about the 119 here? So apparently there was an interesting incident that happened in, if I could find it real quick here. Yeah, here we go. En route to Promontory for the ceremony, they were taking a different locomotive, and the ceremony was the May 10th ceremony. This is what I thought was really interesting: is the May 10th ceremony was going to be on May 8th, not May 10th. But Durant was forced into a siding, and he was stopped at Piedmont, Wyoming, not far from the Utah border, it says. And he was greeted by a bunch of pissed off employees, and they actually locked his train to the tracks and wouldn't let him go. He had to pay him off, and that's why we have May 10th as the date instead of May 8th. And then, so while he was delayed, there's the Weber River, which is in the Weber River Canyon. That's between like Echo, Utah and Ogden, Utah. Apparently the bridge was unsafe. So it's kind of interesting. The original locomotive was too heavy for the bridge, but they actually pushed the passenger coaches, which are, still very heavy, but significantly lighter. They pushed those across the bridge. And then the 119 was just happened to be the first locomotive up for service, like closest to the tracks effectively. And that's why the 119 has its place in history. So let's go ahead and get the game going here. Come on, where is Steam, my library? Okay, where is Train Simulator Classic? There we go. Let me get some water while this fires up. So it's also interesting, if you go to Promontory, Utah, where they do the reenactments throughout the year, because they actually have two working steam locomotives there now. The two locomotives that are there now are replicas, but that's not what they originally started with. They had a ceremony, if I got my dates right, in 1969. I guess that would be the 100-year anniversary was it the 1869 completion of the railroad? I hope I'm getting that right. Anyways, whichever year they completed the railroad, add 100 years, and that's the year that they had a couple of locomotives out there on static display. And then later they had the Reno was one of the locomotives, and the Inyo was the other one, if I'm not mistaken, that did service out there. The two V&T locomotives. It may have been the Dayton as well. I have to look at the details on that. That'd be something I'll leave as an exercise for the reader. But because consider that several of the V&T locomotives were owned by movie studios at that time, or by S&S. What's it called? Shortline railroads, I think, may have existed by that point. So, anyways, those locomotives were out there to be rented out and to be operated in some cases. All right, let's drive here. Let's take a look. We're going to get into Promontory. Let me find the Promontory route real quick. Okay, and we're looking for the 119 scenario here. Guided tour. I'm just going to start it. Oh, and let me just do a couple things here. There we go. Aha. That's what I'm I think missing on my, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm just getting some browser things set up. Okay, so I'm going to read through these here because otherwise I've done this before, but not on stream. So yeah, Corinne is kind of interesting here. So it's talk about it being founded in 1869. So Utah was well underway. The quote unquote discovery of Utah by the LDS, by the Mormons, Joseph Smith, um, Brigham Young, excuse me, was in 1847. This is the place moment. But anyways, Corinne was settled later, 1869. And then let's see, they're going to get around to telling us some more history here, so I'll leave it until they bring that. Basically, we need to get in the locomotive. Oh, here we go. Corinne is known by many names, including the city of the ungodly, Gentile city, because it was settled by a lot of Masons, I believe, if I've read the history correctly. And at the time, Masons and Mormons had an interesting relationship, let's say. And then there were also a lot of like Protestants in Corinne that were very much against the Mormons, religious beliefs. So Corinne was founded as a defiance, as a protest against the settlement of Salt Lake City and the quietude there, supposed quietude. So anyways, they thought it was going to be the state capital apparently. But what does it say with the building in 1871 of the 3-foot gauge Northern Railroad? So I didn't know that was the 3-foot gauge railroad. That's the Utah Northern that runs up to Ogden. And then it ran, I think, north of there, northward from the UP line at Ogden, right. They ran up to mines up in Montana I think they went as far as Montana, I'm not sure. That would be an interesting railroad to look into. All right, so we're getting ready to go here in 6 minutes. Let's take a look at what we're actually doing here. I'm not an expert at this yet, but I've basically got it figured out. I mean, the first thing you do is I've also been around a few steam locomotives. I've never driven one, but we check our pressure, and our pressure's there at 120, and so that's actually looking pretty good. So the next thing we want to do is check the tricocks and make sure that our water levels are good. So we should get steam here, and then water here. Okay, open the firebox door and raise the firebox level. Let's make sure we get water there too, of course. Okay. Open the firebox door. So notice that they opened the firebox door for me. And then I can actually set the level here. So I'm going to crank this up a little bit, I guess, because we're about to start moving. Because one thing that's really critical in this game is that we're not getting water fed into the boiler at the moment because we're sitting still. So having done that, I want to get into motion pretty quick here. So let me just remember to open the rear damper and leave the front damper closed. Okay, I don't know why we're opening the rear damper. That's the rear damper, right? Yeah, rear damper. Okay, and then what we want to do now is we want to make sure the throttle is off. We want to get the Johnson bar. Let's go fully engaged here. I forget actually. And you have to do two long toots on the whistle to get the brakes to release. Open the two water valves in the front of the tender tank. Leave them open for the rest of the journey. Yeah, that's a question on the front of the tender tank. So how do I actually get to that said water valve? There's the water valve, right? I can't move it. It's the same thing over here. Here, where I can't move this water valve. And double clicking it, triple clicking it. Open the two feed water valves, one in front of the fireman, one in front of the engineer. Can also open the two feed water tricocks. Help you see with the boiler. Yeah, okay, so let's get to that. There's feed water valves up here. They're hard to see. There's one right there. Feed water heater. Oh, wait. This is the feed water valve. Where is it? Injector steam. Oh, they're going through too fast for me. Huh. Well, we'll see how much of this I remember. I should have taken notes. I don't recall them throwing everything at me so fast before. Come on, I'm trying to hover over something here. I'm just going to open all three of those just for fun. Okay, and then we're going to open the... What is this? That's the feed water heater. And this is also a feed water heater. Okay, I think I opened the injector steam throttle down here, but what is this guy up here? Blower steam throttle, let's open that. Let's get the blower going for now. And then once we get going, we can close that. But let's go ahead and try to get going at this point. Oh, we're going to slip a little bit. Oh, I'm totally blowing it. Always open the cylinder cocks before you get going. Otherwise, I would just about blew up the motor. You wait 12 chuffs, they say. Just so you see where we're at some settlement. Corinne. Not too much developed out there at that point. A little subdivision there. Okay, release the locomotive tender's handbrake and whistle to the brakeman. I did whistle to the brakeman. Am I dragging my brake here? Oh, I was dragging my brake. Let's start going a little faster now. Now there's a trick that you have to keep the F4 HUD hidden, and then just use the F3 HUD. Okay, now what are we coming up on? We're in a 10-mile-an-hour zone. Make sure they are set correctly. Yeah, am I really supposed to check that in this game? Huh. That one wasn't set correctly. Does it complain if they're not set correctly? That's something I haven't figured out about this game yet. Okay, let's take a look. We're holding up on Steam there pretty good. Firebox doors closed. We can't control the firebox. I'm hitting F for firebox. The fireman has the firebox. Oh, I got the cylinder steam cocks open still. Yikes. Okay, now we're going to get cruising here. Time to go. Are my coaches with me, I hope? Yep. There we go. I was just about to go hit the key for taking a photograph and okay, now I'm doing 12.2. I'm pretty happy with this actually. Feels like you're moving a lot faster when you're in a steam locomotive because there's so much going on, especially if you're up in the cab. I guess only if you're up in the cab. Probably if you're in a coach, it probably... I can't recall if I ever rode behind a steam 440 like this in a coach. I've certainly ridden behind steam in a coach, but it would have to have been when the Inyo 440 was running. Okay, can we get some more speed going here, actually? Oh, let's get the old... Now, let's see if this kicks at me. There we go. Now we're going to get some more speed. I was always under the impression that I should be... Okay, so I could turn the blower off now, too, right? Or is that bad? I'm running okay with it on. Okay, now I'm starting to cruise a little better here. They have a speed limit of 20 in practice. I'm not sure where we're going to. I mean, we're going to Promontory, right? So there is some interesting stuff between Corinne and Promontory. Irrigation and farming. Oh, the place doesn't look the same now. Of course not. There's a lot of big land holdings out there. Oh, what's going on? Okay, I'm up to 18.5 now. I gotta watch my speed here. Just, I guess, because of the track maintenance, they kept the speeds down to 20, and probably for maintenance on the trains, too. Let me see how loud this really is. Okay, you should be able to hear me over the sound, but I hope the sound is loud enough. I kind of have it turned down on my... Alright, I'm just going to kick back here and cruise, let this train cruise a little bit. Let you get a full view. Now let's take a look at the steam level, actually. Now that I think about it. Oh, the steam level's way down. They're managing the fire horribly. Yeah, but we're still speeding up. We can slow down a little bit. We need to pay attention to this. Come on, open the door. F, Shift F. It's not going to let me do it. And supposedly there's a control on the F4 HUD to do the firebox door. That's a blower. Route to Promontory, many wooden trestles. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's nice. How do I take pictures in this game again? I forget. It's not F10. It's camera options. Default. They don't tell me how to take a picture in this game. I'm totally forgetting. I know you could do it when the HUD is up, but then I guess that's what I'll do. It's in the F3 HUD, right? Yeah. Okay, where are we going here? You gonna hit anything? Doing this whopping 20 miles an hour. This is a fun engine to run. I mean, you get interactive with it and really have to... I don't fully understand it yet. I hope it doesn't just suddenly blow up on me. I know that I got a fire problem, so let me just take a picture here. And then go attend to this fire. Let me just do one thing here real quick. Just trying to see. Save rolling stock. Control F2. I wonder what that does. Toggle rail vehicle. Activate head-out camera. Activate rear camera. 3. Huh. Okay, there's that. But there's the blower's N. Okay, so I can do the blower with N. Cylinder cock is C. Okay, that's good to know. Stoking is R. Okay. Back. Continue. What was it again? Sorry. Stoking was R. I remember C and R, but no, N? Yeah, N for the blower, right. Okay. That makes so much sense, right? Blower N. Okay, hey, the fire's open now, so I need to go R. There we go, max fire. It's not blowing, now let's see, if I do N, I got the throttle off mostly, right? Let's do N. And see if it blows flames out and we die. Nope. It's not giving me any indication that it's actually doing it. I don't need to do shift N. Oh, what's that? I heard a noise. Oh, it's blowing flames out. It does make a noise. Miles of straight and level track give us the opportunity to run at high speed. Be careful not to outrun the boiler. As speed increases, bring the reverser closer to center. If the boiler pressure still drops, close the throttle and let the speed drop. It's partly to try to keep it to 119. Keep an eye on the gauge. Okay, let's pull this back. I thought this thing kicks around a bunch. Okay, I mean the throttle's off, right? Oh no, the throttle's not off. So where's the blower now? I thought the blower was right up here somewhere. That's the blower steam throttle. That's the feed water heater. Let's take a closer look at this. Does that move when I hit the... I hear a noise. No, I don't see it moving. I hear the noise. Huh, where's the blower, I wonder? I may actually, let's see. Since I have such a vast audience right now, I may actually pause this and look at the directions a little bit. Which would be in here. Let me just find these things real quick. Give me a second. I want this one. Excuse me. And this one just for fun. Okay, so what I'm looking for is blower. I want this. Blower steam throttle and blower are two different things. Okay, so blower. They talk about that here. The blower is fed with steam from the boiler. Okay, yeah, I got a big audience right now, so I can go through this. The blower is fed with steam from the boiler. That steam is shut off by closing. The blower is fed with steam from the boiler, right? That steam is shut off by closing the blower steam throttle. The blower steam throttle is already closed. The blower is fed. So the blower itself helps create more draft, but you have to have the blower steam throttle on. That makes sense. Okay, so what happens if I come back in here? And we see that this thing is on. Okay, now it's off. Now it's on. So you just leave that on, I think, and then... It makes that little noise. Are we seeing any flames coming back here? Okay, let's open that throttle up. Oh, we're still going faster here. Wow. Does that mean that we tell them to put the brakes on? How do you do three toots? Excuse me for a second. It was shift spacebar. Okay, 3 short toots to shift spacebar. Let's find it over on this side here. Okay, when you blow the correct whistle codes for releasing and setting the brakes, starting and stopping a train. 3 quick toots when it starts to back up. There we go. Signaling to set or release the brakes, live steam pressure. Okay, you set the brakes with 1 short toot. Okay, and 1 short toot is a quick hit on the spacebar. Low quill. Tap quickly to produce a shorter toot. Okay. Let's see if we get a little bit of braking out of that. Continue. Slow us down here. Okay, we are. So then they're taking the brakes off. And so let me pull the throttle back out here. Come on, we should hear this thing working more now. Can I move the throttle? No. Okay, now we should be speeding back up. Yeah, we are. Cool. So it's not like you get air brakes. Now let's take a look at this fire. Do I get to modify that? See, now I don't get to modify the level of the fire. Stoking is with R. You know what? It shows the control. I mean, it shows that there should be a control there. And how's our steam doing? Pretty weak. We're under 100. Are we going up? Looks like we're creeping up. Let's keep stoking. Let's watch where we're going. I mean, there's no actual signals in here, but there is, you know, this HUD down here that looks like nothing's coming up for quite a while. Okay, we're speeding up again here. Let's slow down here. Let's see if we get blowback. With the fire door open like that. It's the blower should be on. So I guess I could turn the blower off when I pull the the throttle open. Is it blowing back into us here? No. Now, what happens if I turn the blower off? Ah, I think it's starting to kick out. You can see the change in the fire. Turn the blower back on. Oh, and then they close the door on me. Ah. Okay, well, let's keep the blower on. We're cruising along at the speed pretty good here. Slowing down and just creeping slow down, so that's good. What's coming up here? Nothing's coming up in our HUD. I don't understand why train brake is green. It can't be applied if we're just coasting along like this. So far the scenery's not the greatest. I mean, ho-hum, right? Could put some buffalo out there. Probably weren't buffalo in this part of the country, or were there? I don't know. They certainly would have been in not very far away in Wyoming. Okay, we're slowing down to 20 now. Got some water coming up over here. There's our fireman. Oh, let's get a little picture of this. That's so funny how it reflects. It doesn't reflect the bridge. Alright, I guess we can get in there and speed up a little bit. What is this now? 53%? 53% of what? Power? What I want to see is how my water's doing. Oh, I only got 73% used up, it's saying? Oh no, I have 73% water. Okay. I hope I get water somewhere. Hey, I'm back up to the proper boiler pressure now. So I could like cut back on the stoking. Oh, my steam pressure valve is popping off here. Yeah, so my fire is too hot. So how do I unstoke? Stoking was R, and Shift R, decrease fire level. Okay. Can you do that when the firebox is closed? Oh, yikes. It wasn't anything bad. I just didn't think that was going to come up on that screen. Let's see here. What am I going to look for here? Let's just keep cruising a little bit. I mean, the pressure's too high, but I'm just thinking I'm going to try the Shift R. See if it does anything. Shift R. Oh, we're really cruising now. I didn't think we were cruising so fast. So again, that's setting and then unsetting the brakes. Now I want to get back up to speed a little bit here. My steam pressure valve, I can hear it. So my fire is too hot. So I need to shift R more. But I don't know that does anything when I have the automatic fireman going. Okay, now we're speeding up a little bit. We're not really coming up on anything. I think I'm used to American Truck Simulator. This is the other thing about the train games is they try to model the actual route for the most part. The closer they model the actual route, the better they're doing, I think. And so you end up with games that have 120-mile long routes of literally 120 miles. And you're not in a train. You're not hurtling down that mountain track you know, at 60 miles an hour the whole time. How are we doing on speed? Now we're cruising up on speed too much. I don't think I'm going to break anything by going this fast, but oops. Let me just pause for 1 minute here. Oh. Yikes. I'm going to play a, this might be a little bit loud, yeah, for my big audience here. So I'm going to play something that, where does it go here? Here we go. I'm just going to play this for a minute. This is just a beginning of an interview that's on one of these YouTube channels I talk about.
Oh, peace and quiet, that's nice. So, the headlight here. It was restored mainly by Madison Kirkman of the Kirkman Lantern Company, and I helped out a little bit. We spent many sleepless nights on it, but a little bit of the history of it. We believe it's originally a carbon arc headlamp by the U.S. Headlight Co. Probably was on the Reno for a short time in the 30s or the 20s, if we go off of some photographic evidence. But it's most famously, it's Hollywood headlight used at Old Tucson. Every Western that was made out of Old Tucson that featured the Reno had this headlight on it.
Huh, wow.
Now, during the 1995 fire, it got pretty dinged up pretty badly.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Let me get back in the scene here. Or will I? Yes, I will. Hello. Okay, here we go. Let's continue here. We're speeding up. We're speeding up too much here. I have to check and see, so I'm not looking at the right HUD for it. And boy, that steam valve is just popping off, right? Yeah. I don't know how to turn that fire down. I mean, I can shift R, but I don't think it does anything with the, well, it beats being low pressure. Okay, we're slowing down a little bit, right? Yeah. Let's pull it back out a little bit. Yeah, it's cool. You can hear it engage. Let me hear it. Let me crank it up and hear what that sounds like. Yeah, more you're hearing the valve popping off. Let me just do a little experiment here real quick. I'm going to pause this just for a second and check on my on-off. Okay, yeah, you can hear. I could turn that sound of the game up even more, couldn't I? Let me just do a little experiment here real quick. Yeah, I could turn the sound of the game up quite a bit, actually. Let me do that. Desktop audio. Well, I can't turn it up a ton, but that's the best I can give you. Let me just quit something here real quick. Might be taking up some resources. Oh, I have Adobe Premiere open. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, that might be better to not run Premiere at the same time that I'm running all this. So where are we here? Are we coming up on something? We're coming up on Sulphur Creek. Let's actually... why am I not whistling? Because I'm not in the game. Okay, we're going to start slowing down. Yeah, we're speeding up way too much for these abutments and stuff. Or that's an abutment, right? I think. Are we slowing down? Oh, I blew it. Here we go. Timeliness penalty. Yikes. What I need to do is to do that. Those guys back there are so confused. Sorry, Brakeman. Where's Sulphur Creek anyways? Did we just pass it? Oh, I thought that there was actually something there. Let's get down to like the 16 miles an hour or something like that. Okay, get ready guys here. Okay. I have to do the F4 HUD, which interferes with the fireman. Oh wait, no, I don't have to do the F4 HUD, do I? F3. Oh, I see. You have to hit F4 to get the full controls like this. I wanted to look at these coaches. Nothing's ahead of us, right? Yeah, we got plenty of clear sailing here, and we're speeding up. So I must have my throttle open. Let me actually get back up there. Let's close that. Here, I can just grab the HUD. Okay, anyways, let's close that and see if we slow down a little bit. Yeah, now we're going to slow down a little bit. Let's go do a little checking out of the train. Let's get on the sunny side. Okay, here we go. Their cute little tender. 2488. There's people in those coaches. Pretty cool. A little caboose. Stinking Springs is on our right. How interesting. Instruction complete. I guess I'm doing okay so far. Let me go get that throttle back open. Get some speed going here. Okay, now I can turn the blower off, which I just did. So I have to remember to turn the blower on before I take the throttle off again. Where's the happy medium on that throttle? Let me turn that HUD off. It's nice to have neither of the HUDs, right? Our pressure's doing pretty good. That steam valve just continuously pops off here. This looks pretty nice. Oh, wait, no. Well, yeah, I do want to save, sure. Just in case something happens here. Well, I was trying to go to the 2 camera. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're speeding here. Let me get back into 1. If I take that... So, okay, what I need to do is to put the blower on. Throttle off. Should be no flames popping out here. Okay, we're going to slow down now, right? All else being equal, there should be a lot of friction in this train. If we're not going downhill, which we are going down at 0.1% grade, actually. I guess it would be accurate to put the Salt Lake right there. I'm not sure. I don't know if that would be accurate or not. To put if that's supposed to be the actual Salt Lake. Could be accurate. I'm not sure. Got another bridge coming up here. I guess I gotta get back up to the... There, it's probably better to hear what's going on up here. I don't have the engine... I don't have the throttle open right now, so... It's not making chuff sounds. Is there a game volume? Save. Camera options, options. Driving HUD opacity. I don't have game volume here. Let me save. Let me try something here. Let me just say, I might have turned the game volume way down at some point. Save progress in current scenario, yes. Quit, yes. Okay, then, bear with me for a minute here. Settings, audio, master volume. Well, let me crank that up. Menu music I have turned off. EFX. What is EFX? Wish they had a little hover thing that explained it. Let me save that. All right, let's see if we can hopefully get back into where we were. I don't want to replay. I want to go back to the career, I guess, and go back to the UP and resume. Here we go. Oh, yikes. I'm going pretty fast? Yeah. Oh, I can't control the throttle when I'm that close. Oh, N. Important habitat migration of waterfowl, a bunch of birds. Am I going to slow down here? Am I coming up on something? No. Going kind of fast. As long as we don't hit something, we're good. That's kind of the difference here between this and a truck sim game, is I can kick back here for a minute and not have to touch the controls. Oh yikes, what happened here? Sorry folks. I don't know what just happened. I was actually trying to do something over in Streamlabs. And I clicked, and so that was a whole new part of the game to me. There it was. Okay, here, task list. Stop at Blue Creek, passing siding, pick up fuel from water tower at Blue Creek, and then go Big Trestle. Okay, Promontory, cool. So we're trying to get to Blue Creek. So where's Blue Creek? It's got to be a ways up here. I don't see no Blue Creek. I wish I could, I mean, I tried Shift R a bunch of times to de-stoke. Maybe you need to be in the cab. And what's turned on here? So now we have our feed water heater on here. Those you just leave on while you're running. The feed water heaters on both sides. And then we have, I think all three of these open, right? Steam injector's open. Injector water, you've got to keep water in the boiler. Oh, I haven't been checking these things. Okay, these are alright. Oh, that's like death. I've been totally blowing it here. I haven't been checking the excuse me, the tricocks. Here, this one should be water. It is. How nice. But this one should be steam, which it is. And this one should be water, which it has to be if the one above it is water. Okay, we're going at 16.2. Can I grab that throttle and move it in this view? How nice. That's a nice view. Okay, where is this place I'm going to? How did I hit it? I hit this, right? What is this again? This is the 2D map. This is the task log. Oh, I see. So I could just pull this up as an overlay. What does this do? Oh, I can control switches here or something? I'm not sure what that's doing. Destination 3.19 miles. Let me get back in that cab. And get on. Oh, let me undo this. No, the pools of water like that certainly exist on the side of the road, side of the tracks. .6. I'm just gonna cheat here. Bring up this HUD. Hey, how's it going? Oh, Wisebot, I see. Let me pay attention to my chat. Live online, one viewer. That's me. Okay, so Wisebot's in my chat. Cool. This game does let me just keep playing on the main screen while I go do stuff in the side windows. I wish American Truck Simulator did that. Well, I'm probably going too fast now. Oh, yikes. Once again, that sets and releases the brakes. The quick one sets the brakes, and then the two slow ones release the brakes. Now let me get into the cab here. That throttle open again. Get back up to speed. Kind of interesting how they only put the sound of the chuffs in the right ear, because you're not hearing them supposedly. You sure hear them a lot better in the actual cab of a real locomotive. Okay, so I can shift R now that the. Let me see if I can get into that firebox. See, I'm not getting the graphic here. Oh, I am. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's get to the point where... Okay, now if I go R, it raises it, and then Shift R lowers it. Okay. Let's go with that. And then F should close the firebox door. But I think the automatic fireman has it open. So I'm confused as to why I'm even getting the option to set it. Oh, I'm going too fast again. Oh, now the steam valve is really going off, huh? What's going on here anyways? Sorry, I want to take a look at my surroundings. Well, that's pretty nice. Okay, now the firebox door is closed again. I want the throttle down. I think we'll slow down here, right? Let's find out. Now we're really blowing off steam. Oh, good, it finally stopped. Maybe that other steam sound is just the consistent, constant... Wait a minute, I have steam on that one? Wait a minute. No, that's water. Can you see the water? You can't see the water. That's not good. Okay, we're doing 21.7 here. Are we coming into something? I gotta pay attention to that partial HUD down there. Okay, now let's crank up the speed again here a little bit. Why is it doing that? I guess maybe I want the blower closed. Why is it making that noise? Do we need to... Oh, because that's open. How did I open that? I guess it's a good idea to do that, but I don't know when I opened that. Okay, we're doing 21.8 here. Oh, that's pretty nice. When are we going to get somewhere is the question. So it looks like 10:26, really? I wonder if that's real time. Stop at Blue Creek passing siding. How did I bring up the map this way? It should pause the game while it does this. Where are we? Oh, I'm going too fast again. Can I grab that right there? Okay, that's in all the way. Get the blower going. 27.2. Slowing down though, which is what I want. It's funny, I have all these nice diesel locomotives, but I really want to drive the steam locomotive because it is really a lot more interesting once you get the hang of it, which I don't think I have yet. I think I'm leaving some valve open unnecessarily and probably wasting water. .5, that's respectable. Thatcher Mountain is to the north. Let's try this again. 10:26. I just can't read what it actually says. I think it says something about Corinne, but right next to the actual instruction, the text is unreadable. Stop at Blue Creek Passing Siding. Pick up fuel from Water Tower at Blue Creek Passing Siding. Okay, let's get there. Oops. Oh, now can I do this while I'm paused? No. That's so funny that I can only look at the map when I'm... Okay, it just goes straight and straight and straight and straight. There's some curve coming up. There's Blue Creek. Okay, there's Blue Creek. So we got some curve to some mountain to get around or something. Turn that off. I don't know. For some reason, we're going to make a curve up here. All right, let's get the speed going again here. Can I grab that thing and move it? I can't. They don't let me do it that way. Get some throttle going here. So I'm 3 minutes late somehow. Well, I haven't blown this thing up yet, so I'm impressed with myself so far. I gotta remember the, oh, what do they call it? The cylinder cocks, thank you. I wish I could get that pressure It's good where it is. What is this right up here? That's the window? Huh. Can I grab that window too? That's cool. Oh, that's a lot neater. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Am I cruising along way too fast? Where's the siding anyways? Okay, it sounds like the clickety-clack is slowing a little bit. Yep. Doing okay there. Doing okay there. Where do I have that Johnson bar set? I wish they would tell me. I guess if I look at the HUD, I can see it. I have the Johnson bar set at 18%. Okay. I think I have it backwards. I was thinking the further forward you push the thing, the faster you go, but I think that's wrong. .8. Okay, let's put a little throttle back on. I'm cheating now. Using the HUD is cheating. Gotta be speeding here. Slow me down. Where are we anyways? Jupiter 119. Not Jupiter 119, just 119, excuse me. I'm thinking, because I have the Jupiter and the 119 and the Buffalo, the 460, which I will experiment with on subsequent Saturdays. I don't know if these Saturday streams really pay off, but what the heck, it's fun playing the train sims a little bit. Sometimes I'm thinking about playing farm sims too. Oh, my firebox is open. So let's just take a look here. Have we got the? Do we need more? Do we need more fire? No, we don't need more fire. I just turned the fire up accidentally. Oh well, we're already peaked out. Okay, we're doing 18.7 here. we coming up on something? No. Where is this silly town? And they're probably compressing the distance somewhat. Alright, let's get that throttle going again. Oh, look at the water thing, which I can't operate, is bouncing. How are we doing on water anyways? 85%. What? I don't understand that. Did I get some fresh water because I saved and restarted? Got water there. Got steam there. How fast are we going? Oh, we're going fast. Those are pretty amazing little engines for their day. When you think about how advanced that technology was. A boiler with safety features on it. My gosh, what a concept. Okay, I think we should be getting there pretty soon. Let's look at the map again here. Where are we? Gotta take this curve coming up here. And you'll be into Blue Creek. Hope they give me some instructions when we get there. Pretty desolate out there. You think about it, you know. You think about out there today. I mean, today you think about it, and you got a cell phone. So you're along any highway, and you're almost guaranteed cell phone coverage on any kind of major highway. That's really nice. I want to take a picture. I certainly hope it takes the picture without the HUD. I think it does. It seems to hide the HUD momentarily. What are we doing? 17.7. Let's get in there and let's get going again here. Come on, kick in. There we go. Getting the chuffs again. Now I can't tell if I'm hearing a sound when I hit the N key or not. Oh, I gotta slow down here actually. We're hitting the curve right here. Yeah, I gotta slow down. I could turn up my visual representations, huh? Let's do that. Let me play with the graphic settings a little bit. See if we can get that background to show up in render. Okay, save. Yes. Okay, quit. Yes. Yes. Settings. Gameplay. Graphics. Full screen. Okay, let's see borderless. Okay, master detail, anti-aliasing. Anisotropic ×4. Never heard of that. Okay, scenery quality, scenery density, view distance. Let's crank that up. Field of view. Let's leave that. Shadow quality, water quality. Let's get our shadows up a little bit too. Next. Procedural flora, adaptive bloom, headlight flares, camera motion blurred. Oh, cool. Ambient occlusion, depth of field. How neat. I have to learn what all those mean. Okay. I don't want to replay. I want a career. I want to play. Resume. There we go. Those mountains aren't rendering any better. I gotta bring up the F4 HUD to do what I want to do. Oh, we're going really slow now. Okay, let's get into this place that we're getting into. Okay, we're up to a whopping 13.7 miles an hour. Are we going uphill? Yes, we're going up a 1% grade. So I'm slowing down technically. I'm cheating with that HUD. I don't feel like the F3 HUD is cheating because I need to see my speed. I don't have a speedometer. I don't, do I? Right? No. Can I open this door too? There we go. Oh, that's cool. I see. You got the door view now. I'm just cruising along here at 13.3. Where's this town at? Something just happened. I don't know what. What was that noise? I have no idea what it was. We're creeping up on speed a little bit here. Where's this town? It's got to be coming up here. Doing a whopping 14.7 here, so I'm waiting for this town to magically appear. Well, that's my tablet making those noises. How do you get those mountains to render? I wonder if they ever do render. kind of curious about something. Give me a second here.